Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, JR Budget, and to a quick cash condensing video. Constuffing sounds a bit fucking weird, doesn't it? So I'm going to record this really quickly because I'm on a break at work, and yeah, hope that I get to do it as quick as I hope. So I've written down what I had last month in here, and I'm going to add what I'm taking to the bank and what the new total is. I have some placeholders here. I have more to the side if need be, and I'll pop the cash here. So actually I'll pop them over there as well. So tech has 50 in the bank already, 10, 20, 30, 40, 60. So I will swap that there. So I am taking, what's it, 10, taking 50 to the bank anyway. And the new total is 115 it's going to be. So I can stay there, and I can swap that. So tech now has 115 in the bank. A bit of an ordeal, wasn't it? So the new total for tech is going to be 115. Cool. Eating out then, last month it had 30. This month it has 80. So I will swap that. Pop that there. So that has 80 now. So I'm taking 50 of that to the bank. So 50 is going to the bank, and there's now 80 in eating out. Health is next on the list. So health already has 100 in the bank. It had 120 last time. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, and 50. So I'll put all of that into the bank and take a 50 placeholder. So health now has 150. So health, as I say, 50 to the bank, and it has 150. Perfecto. Cats has 30 euro, so nothing to do with cats. So cats had 60 the last time, so that has dropped a little. So cats is getting nothing to the bank, and it has 30 euro. Clothing has 100 in the bank, and then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, which can go to the bank. So clothing has 150 euro, which actually opened at 150. So I took 50 to the bank, and it has 150. Perfect. Appliances had 45 last month. So that now has 5, 10, 15, 20, which I can swap for 20. 5, 10, 20, 50. So I can also pop that there. So 50 is going to go to the bank. And I have 20 already, so that is 70 in appliances. So with 50 going to the bank and 70. Books then had 55 last time. It now has 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, and 20 is 50. So pop the 50 to the bank and leave 50 in there. So books is getting 50 to the bank, and it has 50 in total. Okay, home. So last month home had 95. This time it has 50 in the bank, 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'll pop that there, swap it out for a 20. So that has 70. So that is, home is getting nothing to the bank, and it has 70 in total. Nights out fund then has €80 in total, and I'll pop that all to the bank, and that challenge can be retired. Go there, or I might start it again. So nights out is 80 is going to the bank. 8, sorry, the pen turned off. 80 to the bank, and it has 80, and I will decide if I'm going to keep that or not, but it's 80 to the bank anyway. And then saving for a treat has 50 already and 50 in cash, so that is 100. So what I'll do is I'll pop that in there, swap that out, pop that here. So I'm actually gonna take one of those 50s and just write 80 on it and pop that into the saving for a treat, just so I know what went to bank in that one. So saving for a treat can have €100 in it. That has 100, so 50 went to the bank. It has 100. The next one is my house, which I started during the week, during the month, I should say. That has 150 in placeholders. That came from some challenges that I had completed during the month. So that has 150, so nothing going to the bank because it's already in there, and 150. It's going to move it out of the way. So moving on to scratch off savings. So that currently has 20, 40, 60. So we can swap all of that out. Take a 10 and a 50. So it has 60 now in scratch off savings. So that had nothing last time. Scratch off savings, so it's 50 going to the bank, and it has 60. Rock, paper, scissors has nothing going to the bank, and it has nothing. We used it already. The same with roll it. I reallocated that already. Roll and save, which is this one here. So this one currently has 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'll probably swap out that for a 5, and then that has 5, 10, 20, and 20. So I'll swap that for a 20 and take out a 20. So it has €43 in that one, and it had nothing at the start of last month. So roll and save has €43. Where am I? Roll and save. So nothing went to the bank, and it has 43. Calendar 1 has nothing because we reallocated that already. And the 25 envelope challenge, which is very close to being done. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, that's 100. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I can take, that should be 100 here then to the bank. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 60, 80, 1. So I could take 100 to the bank with this one. And I feel like this is getting full. 100, and then that can go in here. And then I already have, so I can swap that and take a 200. So that now has 250 in the bank and 25 in cash, so €275 in that one. So what did I say? 475, and I took 100 to the bank. Perfect. So summertime, it has 20, which is in here. And then the Beach Vibes has 70. So both of those challenges are completed already. So Summertime had 20 last time. That is there. So that has 20. That had 50 the last time, but it now has 70. Aloha. This challenge here has 5, 10, 20, 30. So I'll swap this out for 20. I really need a cash tray, don't I? Especially for big amounts like that. 20. So that now has 30 euro in the Aloha challenge, which had nothing last time around. So Aloha, nothing went to the bank, and it has 30. So Pack It Up has a lot of coins. So I'm gonna try swap some of them out. So it has 10 in cash. Oh my god, it's such a disaster. And it has so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Amazing. Is that right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I'll pop that there. And I'm going to swap that out for 20. So Pack It Up now has 30 euro with 5 euro remaining in that one. Oh, that's so light already. Oh, battery is running out. So Pack It, and it's saving. So nothing going to the bank for that one. And it also has 30. And then Pina Colada just has a $5. I popped that in earlier on today. So 5, sorry, nothing. Nothing going to the bank, and it has a $5. Summer Splash has nothing because that was reallocated. Snakes and Ladders also has nothing because that was reallocated. Celtic Craze is a new one that we started during the week, or during the month, I keep saying the week, which has 50, 60, 65. So I can pop the 50 into the bank and take a placeholder. And that now has 65 with 50 going to the bank in Celtic Craze. So it has 50 going to the bank, and it has 65 in total. Word search savings, then a new one we started recently, has just 15. So I'll swap out 2 of those 5s for a tenner. So that is that one done also. So what did I say? That's getting nothing. Sorry, it keeps turning itself off. There we go. That's getting nothing, and it has 15. Okay, Passport to Success then. This got a bit of a boost recently with some of the ones that I emptied. So that has 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 125. So I'll keep 25 and I'll put 100 placeholder in there. So that'll be 125 with 100 going to the bank in that. So 100. Travel Fund had 100 last time round. 20, 40, 60, 81. It still has 100. I think I kept it in cash last time, but I didn't use it, so I'll pop it in the bank this time. So that still has 100 in Travel Fund. So 100 going to the bank, and it has 100. Canada, so last time it had 1,450. This time Canada has So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I will swap for this. So it has 2,050 and some change from interest. So I can pop that into Canada. So 2,050. I think this could be a fiver in the interest, but I'm not sure yet. So for now, we'll say nothing going to the bank, but it has 2,050. London then has 20, 40, 60. So I will pop 50 in the bank. Oh my god, if I can. And I need another placeholder, which I do have in here. So 60 in London, with 50 of that going to the bank. So London is getting 50 to the bank and it now has 60. Japan has 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. I haven't added or used any of that recently. So it has the same, nothing to the bank, and 3,000. And then on to Christmas then. So the gingerbread challenge was completed, so we have nothing left in that. The bauble challenge is done. So there is 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 81, and 20. So 120. I'll pop 100 of that into the bank and can figure out the rest of it. Actually, yeah. Bauble has 100 going to the bank and 120 overall. So that can go there. It's getting very chunky now, this little bank stash over here. So, and I'll reallocate that soon, but for now that is there. 120. The Christmas Gifts Fund has 150, which is in the bank already, and that had nothing last time around. So 0 and 150. And Christmas Food Shop has €20, which is not going to the bank. 0 and 20. Perfect, that is everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video, add all these up, and I'll be back to you in just a couple of minutes. I have added everything up. So last month I had €6,780. This month I'm showing I have 7,483 with 980 to go back to the bank. So I'm going to move those placeholders out of the way and hope that I have added this up correctly. Look at that, beautiful. Whew. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So just gonna write it here really quickly. So 45, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So that is, I'm gonna do this upside down here. 180, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 80, 480, and then 50, 150, 150, and then in coins I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I did drop one a few minutes ago when I was getting up to try to find a calculator. So it must have been a 1, which I will find. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. It should be 25. Oh, I did. I Apologies. Ugh. And that's the one. So 25. Coins. Now let's add this up. So 5, that's 0. Carry the 1, so it's 3, and 5 is 8, 16, 24. Oh my god, and 4 is 8. And then, sorry, that should be a 2, as in 28. And then we have 2, 3, 4. I'm so bad. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, why can't I add? Yeah, sorry, 2 and 1 is 3, 4, 5, and that is 980. Yes, woohoo, it's correct. Which is an increase of €703 into my saving funds. Whew, look at that. €980. And that is not counting any of the money that went in here. And I know we did put a big chunk of money in here during the month as well. So €980. Well, there's what, 965 euro. It's thick, it's chunky. Well, that is it for, look how thick that is. That is it for another month's condensing. Thank you so much for watching. I will pop this off to the bank and I will see you in my next video, which will be next weekend, which I'll be cash stuffing for week 1. Why can't I? I was gonna say week 1 of May. Week 1 of May. Thanks everybody. Have a great rest of your week and I will chat to you soon. Bye.